Good morning, everyone. This is Shane, your Nappy Chef. So today, I'm going to show you how to make your own jerk seasoning. So we're going to get started. First thing we need to do is harvest these green onions down here, and then I'll meet you back in the kitchen. That's what I need. Okay, this is where you can store your Scotch Bonnets after the seasoning. So pretty much that's going to make the foundation of our jerk seasoning. So I have a bunch of Scotch Bonnet peppers, really hot stuff that were frozen from the summer. A whole lot of green onions that I harvested from the garden this morning. We're going to put in some nutmeg, and we're going to do a couple of experiments now. And so you really want to put a lot of this in here. Just kind of pack it full. I'm going to do this with one hand. Okay, that's good. Depending on how sensitive you are to spices, you might even want to do this outdoors, a well-ventilated area, because these peppers, they are something to be reckoned with. Now, okay, and just to let you know, there are a couple of different kind of peppers I have in here. Like this is actually a jolokia pepper. That's a Scotch Bonnet. So this is some real heat that we're putting there. All right. So okay, so we got the base going pretty good. Now what we're going to do is add a little bit of spices into it. So this is my spice grinder. What we're going to do is add a little bit of Allspice. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to add some pepper. We're going to grind that up too. You can usually find these in you know, like the gourmet section of the grocery store. So, and back to our spice grinder. Okay. So what we have is the allspice, some nutmeg, some canning or pickling salt, our black pepper, and we're going to add a little bit of sugar, and we'll put that all into our wet paste here. Allspice, and so that all goes in here. That's all of our spices into our wet paste. Okay, and an equal amount of sugar. That's it. Okay, so our last ingredient, we want to add a herb. Now I'm all out of thyme, so that's traditionally what Jamaican folks have put in it, but we're going to try something a little bit different. I'm a real big fan of rosemary, so I'm going to, you know, cut some of this. And by the way, if anybody knows the best way to cut this stuff, like where should you cut the big branches or the little pine needles, let me know. I'm just going to start taking it from the little branches here. Okay, so this is the rosemary that I just picked out of the garden, or our thyme. Now the thing I want to ask about when you're cutting rosemary, should you cut the actual stem, or is it better when you're just on the plant to just pull off the nettles like that and let you know, the tree the bush to continue to grow? So you know, please in the comment section let me know what's the best way to do that. So what I'm going to do now is just pull these nettles off and then put them into our paste. Even though this is going to go onto, you know, a meat as like a rub or something like that, you really want everything to be well integrated once you finally blend everything up. Let's go ahead and add that into our paste. You know, and go ahead and taste this as you go along too. You want it to be really hot, but you also want to have it, you know, have some different flavors in it in the background, like those earthy tones, like the allspice that we talked about, or the nutmeg. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon juice to this to make it keep longer. We'll blend it up, and then that's pretty much it. You're all set. Not too much, just a little bit, about half a lemon. Okay, so I just want to taste this just a little bit. It's incredibly hot, sneaks up on you, but it's sweet. Oh, it's great. So this would be a great rub. You can put it on, you know, your meats, like chicken, or your seafood, like a shrimp rub or something like that. It's great. Store it in the refrigerator, and it should keep for a while. If you don't want it quite this hot, of course, just don't add so many peppers. Ah. Okay, so if the heat is unbearable, if it really is too spicy, milk. That's the magic elixir that'll make it stop. Thanks again. This is Shane, your Nappy Chef.